This week's Nifty Gifties and F5 Live is proudly powered by the Microsoft Store. Whether you're looking for a new laptop, a tablet, desperately seeking a new Xbox, games, and a whole lot more, you can get them at the Microsoft Store. And remember that current students, faculty, parents, and active military can save up to 10% on almost everything. To browse the products, to see the deals, and to find out more about the discounts, you can go to f5live.tv/Microsoft. All right, so it's the end of the year. We tend to see, we mentioned it earlier, we tend to see a little bit of a slowdown in news heading into the end of the year because of CES. But that lends us the opportunity to talk about some strange things. So here's a strange one for you. We know that there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there. The internet has made them bigger, and my favorite is flat earthers. They are my absolute favorite. I watch flat earth videos all the time. No, I do not believe in it, but they are comical in the lengths that they will go to stretch.
You gotta see a show, and okay. I'm gonna throw this out there for everybody. There's a show on Netflix called Inside Job.
Oh.
Have you seen it?
No. I saw the little documentary movie about flat earthers on Netflix.
Okay, so now this is not a serious show. This is a cartoon.
Okay.
And it is 10 episodes, and the idea is that, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
There's
Continue.
okay, wait, I'm trying to find the page for it. But anyway, there's this secret corporation that runs all the conspiracy theories, like the fake moon landing and flat earth and whatever. And so they have one episode where, like, one of the characters tries to get a bunch of flat earthers to help him hijack a cruise ship so that they can drive it to the end of the earth. But it turns out their conspiracy theory was wrong, because everybody who's really behind the conspiracies knows that there's a hole in the center of the earth, and that's where you go, not the flat earth. So anyway, this show is hilarious. I strongly recommend.
I accidentally watched it in one night. It was not my plan, but it looked funny. And anytime that you can combine Christian Slater and John DiMaggio into one story, I'm in.
Yeah.
Because Christian Slater,
that's okay.
Christian Slater on Archer, every time he shows up on Archer, he makes the episode. And John DiMaggio is, I think everybody knows, a longtime friend of the show and one of the best voice actors ever. So combining them together, total win. Anyway, so another conspiracy theory, and the current big tech one, is around 5G, right? People think, I don't know, some people think that it's going to give you cancer. Some people think that the government's trying to control your mind with it. It's a wonderfully bizarre collection of people. But anytime you have people tricked into something like that, there's always a product to solve it. And the 5G product to solve it is called quantum pendants. Now, obviously the name is a little silly because quantum means something, but it doesn't mean anything here. Instead, these are little, what do they call them? Let's see. They call them, like, negative ion protection. Which, first of all, negative ions have nothing to do with 5G. 5G runs on a couple of spectrums, most of which used to be used for UPN. There's nothing special about 5G, but quantum pendants are special. And let me tell you why. They contain a couple of elements in them, and among the content that goes into this can be uranium. So The product that's being sold to protect you from 5G is irradiating you just a little bit, but enough that several governments have warned against them because they are guaranteed to cause health problems.
So, why are these legal to sell?
They're
you can
not.
sell radioactive jewelry
No.
to people?
No. In fact, they are not legal to sell. But because of the small amount of radiation, they don't tend to show up on like simple USPS, UPS, or FedEx scans. So when they come from a country that's not paying attention into a country that is, they don't show up on scans. So unless customs happens to break that particular box and look into it, which, you know, they break about 1 in 100, you're probably going to get it. So, yeah, not great.
Great. That's lovely. So nice to see. I mean, I guess so. I guess if the person actually gets like cancer from this, they can say that it was 5G's fault because it just didn't work properly.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely.
There's a lot of, I mean, this goes without saying. There's a lot of gullible people out there who are I don't know, who are ready to believe some type of conspiracy theory because it makes them feel like they have power over the world, over a world in which they normally would feel powerless, and they've got the inside information and all that stuff. So, you know, 5G is a conspiracy theory, but this just isn't how radio waves work.
5G is not a conspiracy theory, but there are conspiracy theories around 5G.
5G. What I mean is the beliefs around 5G, which are, you know, all kinds of things like it's reading your thoughts and it's controlling you, and
that's my favorite one though.
It causes. Remember, at one point it caused COVID too. It was supposed to cause COVID too.
Yep.
Like
it's to put advertisements in your dreams. I did a deep dive on 5G conspiracy theories last night because of this story.
Does that mean 4G is okay?
4G is fine. I mean, 4G runs on 700 megahertz as opposed to 5G, which for Sprint and T-Mobile runs on 680. Ooh, something special about 680.
It's those megahertz.
I got a whole box of old wireless microphones that run on 680 too.
So you can use them to mind control people, is what you're saying?
Apparently.
Let's. I wish 5G were so good that it could control it. We're so the 5G signal here was good enough to worry about. I mean, my 5G coverage continues to be terrible with T-Mobile. So
then you didn't get the right. Then you didn't get the right vaccine, right?
That's true. Maybe if I got a different vaccine. I mean, listen, if there's a vaccine that improved my 5G connection, I'm there tomorrow. Also, by the way, YouTube.
I just want to put this out there, YouTube. This is comedy. We're making a joke. Please don't take this video down. And people who are watching, we are joking about 5G and vaccines.
Right. But in fact, our point is that these are conspiracy theories. 5G is perfectly normal radio wave that's being used for high-speed data, and so this is.
And there's nothing special about the frequencies on which it exists. Some of them, you know, the T-Mobile and Sprint frequencies for the standard are in the 670, 680 range, which literally is what wireless microphones used to run on. So you were always around those. And as well as a little lower on the spectrum is where UHF television existed before the digital transition. So literally UPN was on this frequency not that long ago. And
I just want to point out that
then the higher bands are in the same range as your cordless phone. So
Now, I don't know whether these will irradiate you or not, but I want to point out that Amazon has it.
Oh, good. Yes, I did see that.
Amazon has quantum scalar energy power pendant necklace, healthcare lava stone, male jewelry for $9.77.
So the
I
ones
mean,
in particular uh, that are in the spotlight here are actually from a company called Quantum Pendant. I did not link to it because I did not want people going to their website, um, but I think it's quantumpendant.com. These in particular have enough radiation coming off of them. So apparently, what they do, I don't quite understand it. I guess they take volcanic ash or something and scoop it up and put it inside of a thing, and that's what they send out because I don't know, volcanic ash is special. But one of the things about volcanic ash is sometimes it has trace amounts of uranium in it, and so that's what's happening here. It's not enough. In most cases to be a huge problem, but it is enough that it is likely to cause cancer in the area where you wear it. And every government that I saw that has done tests on these has said, please take them off. Do not wear them. Do not buy them. If you get them as a gift, please get rid of them. There's nothing good about them. They are only harmful. Please stop doing this.
yeah, yeah. If I thought there was this might be the only quantum that's worse than Quantum of Solace.
Ooh, shots fired. Yeah, it's all so silly. But I mean, do you remember the late night infomercials for the little stickers to go over the earpiece for your flip phone that were supposed to prevent radiation?
I think I missed those while I was watching. I was too busy watching the colon cleansing commercials.
We were watching different networks.
Yes.
They used to sell them at Publix down here, and people would come into Radio Shack because Radio Shacks were usually in shopping centers with Publixes. You don't know that; you're from the wrong part of the country. From people in the Southeast, Radio Shacks were almost always in public shopping centers. So people would come into the store and they'd be like, "How do I use this?" And I'd go, "Oh, let me show you." And I'd take the trash can and throw it in. And they, "Oh no, 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 what?" Yeah, it doesn't do anything. It's literally a Band-Aid. Take it back. Yeah. And I've got, in the office, I've got this little thing that a friend's mom was given that's supposed to be some sort of a something diode. And I'm like, I don't think you know what a diode is. So we went into a whole conversation back and forth because it's a piece of acrylic that looks like wood with a sticker on the front. I'm like, that's not how diodes work, friend. They're like, this was tested by MIT. Yeah, give me that white paper. Oh, we can't do that. Yeah, exactly. So this kind of stuff always exists, but it's usually just snake oil. It's not snake oil laced with uranium, which is what this one is. If you wanna trust nonsense, that's your choice. But don't trust this nonsense because this is literally harmful to your health. If somebody gives it to you, give it back or throw it away or something. Just definitely be careful because, yeah, not good. Hello, YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of F5 Live Refreshing Technology. If you did, please subscribe to the channel down below, and of course hit the notification bell because we know that subscriptions don't mean much on YouTube anymore. If you've got topics that you'd like us to talk about in the future, please comment them down below. And if you'd like to not follow us on YouTube, there's lots of ways that you can follow along with our content by going to plughitslive.com/subscribe. There you'll see all of our shows and all of the ways that you can watch, listen, and follow along.